rocking in the USA. Sorry, folks, I'm in a good mood today, so I figured we'd stick around and do some Avatar. Absolutely loving this show. Last episode, we had some great character arcs going on with Aang learning leadership and compromise and things like that. Sokka is still my spirit animal by just blind loyalty to anyone that feeds him. Absolutely loving this kind of thing, and I like that they are slowly building towards things, so we'll see how things progress. But speaking of building things, how have you been doing building yourself up? How have you been doing building up those around you, those that matter? Not the toxic ones that you still got to get rid of. I see you. But yourself, the good ones around you. Build them up. You are adorable. You are beautiful. You are exactly who you should be. If you feel you need to be better, look to it. But make sure it's you that wants to change something about you. Don't change for anyone else. Don't adjust the person that you are because somebody else wants it. Or you want to make life easier with someone else. Be you. There will always be a way with who you are. Always. That is your power. That being said, how about we get into the episode?
We need you, Aang.
As adorable as it is, I don't know why the thought of an Appa-sized lemur terrifies me. I think it's the acid eyes, man. Like, that thing the size of Appa frightens me. That is nightmare fuel.
What's going on? Did you get captured?
Want to tell me about it? I think I just need some rest.
You guys want to hear about my dream?
Is it this dream where you see yourself standing in sort of sun god robes on a pyramid with 1,000 naked women screaming and throwing little pickles at you? No? Why am I the only one who has that dream?
What happened in your dream?
Food eats people. Also, Momo could talk. You said some very unkind things.
Okay, we're back in this nightmare fuel. Like, giant, acid-eyed Momo talking. And I'm not sure what would be scarier, is if he had, like, a deep voice for his size, or if he talked like Mike Tyson. That, oh my god. Like, I'm gonna be up nights about this now, man.
Looks like your uncle was right about the storm after all.
Lucky guess.
Lieutenant, you'd better learn some respect, or I will teach it to you.
So yeah, they got Zuko falling into that trap of, you know, I expect them to respect me, but if I don't respect them, yeah, no, this is not going to end well for him. I see a mutiny on the horizon. This could be fun.
What do you know about respect? The way you talk to everyone around here?
Literally the next line. Okay, I like that he's not, the crew's not going to take much more of his bullshit, so we'll see how this ends.
Enough. We're all a bit tired from being at sea so long. I'm sure after a bowl of noodles, everyone will feel much better.
Hero for the win. Food fixes everything.
Aang would never turn his back on anyone.
Oh, he wouldn't, huh? Then I guess I must have imagined the last 100 years of war and suffering.
I do like that somebody finally called Aang out, like, where the fuck have you been for the last 100 years? You know, obviously they don't know that he was encased in ice, and they still haven't revealed yet how he got that way. But, like, the more people that he runs across, I've been waiting for this moment. Just someone to go, where the fuck have you been? The Fire Nation has been going apeshit for how long, and where have you been? So, good, I'm glad we're finally here.
Try to understand. My nephew is a complicated young man. He has been through much.
You have my attention. The Zuko backstory. Kind of been waiting for this.
What's going on?
Now that you're the Avatar, it's kind of an unfair advantage for whichever team you're on.
But I'm still the same. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, that makes me wonder if it's like an honor thing. Because, like, literally nothing has changed about Aang. The high monkey monks knew he was the Avatar since he was little. His aptitudes all remained the same. But now that everybody knows he's the Avatar, he can't play because it'd be unfair. It must be, like I said, an honor thing that they don't want to try and, like, dunk on him or something.
Spoken out against the General's plan. But by doing so in the Fire Lord's war room, it was the Fire Lord whom he had disrespected. Zuko would have to do his own father.
Shit. I think the look on Zuko's face there is not horrified enough yet. But it makes sense to me, oddly enough, with what I understand about the culture and honor practices. Yeah, it was the Fire Lord that... Oh, yeah. That's going to be a thing.
All I want is what is best for him.
But what we need is what's best for the world.
And that's a tough call. Like, when you are now responsible for training the person that's supposed to save the world, or supposed to, handle all these kind of things like the Avatar does, where do you draw the line on the choices you have to make? Do you draw it for the good of the person? The arguments there are the better the person, the better they will do at being the Avatar, the savior of everybody. Or do you train them for the good of the world, which means they are more powerful once they get to that position? One thing that I really like is the mentalities, the psychology around something like this. Like, movies, TV shows, I do this all the time. I think about the deeper implications of it. And the shows that I particularly love are either the ones that touch on it and, explore it themselves, or the ones that leave it there for interpretation and don't try and give it, and don't just mistreat it. You know what I mean? So the mentality of these guys having to make those decisions, you can see in the two monks standing there before this one, it weighing on them in the two different positions. There needs to be a balance between the two, in my opinion, but I clearly see where both of them are coming from, and I love that kind of thing. Okay, so Aang ran away, got caught in this hellish storm, almost died, and it was his past lives that saved him. He went into full Avatar beast mode, and that's what did the thing. I am wondering if the Avatars kind of knew what was coming, or his past lives knew what was coming, which is why they just shackled him up for 100 years, because we've seen in other ways how they've saved him. Hell, the first time we saw him go beast mode, he was drowning and it brought him back out of the water. So we know they can do that. It's just a matter of what the intent of the Avatar past lives was. So lightning is considered fire? Why don't we see more, like, lightning guns and shit then? Because that would be awesome. Lightning is fire. Alright, I'm here.
I'm too young to die.
I'm not, but I still don't wanna.
So, Okay, so young Sokka, old Sokka. Like we're looking backward and forward in time here. This is what we just witnessed, because that's amazing. I like that. All right, another really good episode. You definitely found out more about Zuko and both Zuko and Aang's backstory. Um, Finding out that it was basically a survival instinct from the Avatars to put him in the ice. Though why they left him there for 100 years, I guess, who knows? Maybe they knew. Zuko, you got to see a little more depth to his character instead of just the obsessed fire prince. Progression all around, so I like it. This has been a good episode, and it's still on a pretty good run for me, so we shall keep this train rolling. Folks, I really hope that you are enjoying this series. Gods know I'm enjoying kind of doing it, watching this for you, watching this with you. I hope to keep this one going for the entire show is my intent. So we shall see how that develops. If you would like to use your power to help me, like, subscribe, please comment. I love reading them. I try my best to respond to all of them. But yeah, get a discussion going. You know, as I stated earlier in the video, I love discussing the mindsets, the philosophy, the psychology of these kind of things. So, what are your thoughts on it? I hope that you have found a way to help change the world. I hope that you have found your calling, so to speak. And I hope that you can look in a mirror and admit to yourself, for all your own mental bullshit, that you are worth it. And if you can't admit that to yourself, just picture me saying it to you. You are worth it. Until next time, folks.